Hello everyone, my name is Rosenflagon and I'm going to be going over the bingo goals for Elfazar's hat and just general strategy for this game. It's a fast-paced shooter. It's really fun and unique, and I think it's also really strong for general bingo knowledge. You've got opportunity to get levels, bosses, of course, the goals themselves. It's a quick gift as well. Definitely think this should be in everyone's arsenal for gifts. So excited to dive in to this game that I really, really love. So first, I want to just talk about like the general overview. So you are controlling Elfazar, or Elfazar's the boss. I actually don't know her name, but basically you have this shot. You can hold it down and strafe in a direction and keep shooting in that similar direction. Additionally, mashing is faster in terms of damage output. The fastest way to mash is using both buttons. So sometimes when I'm fighting the boss, I will take my hand off the directional and spam attacks. But you want to get used to both strafing to keep your shots in one direction and being able to quickly shift what direction that you are shooting. You have 3 health initially, and then you have these card upgrades, and that is a crux of a handful of the goals. So let me show you what the cards look like. There's a chance for enemies and objects to drop a random card. And these okay. So it'll go in your inventory on the left side here. If you get 3 of a kind, that's what's called a level 2 upgrade. There's a variety of good ones. Important ones here are purple is health. If you get 3 purples, you'll have 4 health. And green is a shot upgrade. Those are typically the ones I'm prioritizing during a run. The most important thing about Elfazar's hat is that your dash is incredible. It gives you full invulnerability for attacks. You can just dash through attacks, you can dash through enemies, no problem. And it's also really fast. So you want to get good at understanding the cadence of how often you can dash, and often you don't need to be attacking enemies. You can just kind of run through them, except for some forced encounters, like this one. So yeah, that's pretty much the majority of what you need to know. In terms of lives, if you get hit, you will respawn and lose a life, and you also lose all of your upgrades. So staying alive is not only important for just speed, but also keeping your upgrades and being able to go through quickly. The requirements for Gold Disc are to just beat stage 5. Cherry is to beat stage 5 without using any continues. The good thing about this game is that it's not very punishing in terms of bingo. If you need to game over, it's not a huge deal. You can load right back in to the level. So yeah, that's pretty much everything you need to know about the general things for Elfazar's hat. So gonna dive into the goals next. Alright, gonna jump into the first goal here, which is to earn an extra life in the bonus round. The bonus round is actually gonna show up here on the demo really shortly. Basically, what you need to do is collect 3 coins to be able to earn an extra life. And you get into the bonus game by collecting at least one of 3 tickets that are found in the first level. I'm going to go through where all 3 of those are and just kind of generally show you how I play the first level. And the additional bonus to this goal is that you will also get the gift. The gift is to receive a bonus life in the bonus round. So you also will likely get you'll get 2 bosses out of this. So it's a really good goal to have under your belt. So let's get started. There are images of where all of these are in the resource dock, and thank you to Hihu for coming up with cute little rhymes for all of them. I will state them as we go through. So I'm just trying to move fastly through this. Not a huge focus on picking up power-ups because we're only going to be doing the first level here. We don't need to really set ourselves up for a long-term stay in this level. This guy back here is being really obnoxious. Alright. My health is not great right now, so going to be looking for purples if we've got them. You can just dash across, and here is the first ticket. Shoot this tree, a ticket will come free. Alright, so we've got the first ticket. And as you can see, I'm just kind of dashing through here, trying to go as quickly as possible. Don't need to be worrying about shooting a bunch of stuff. It's, generally not going to be worth it. And here's the second ticket. Shoot at the snow pile. It is worth your while. That's a really easy one to miss. you don't want to go too far forward and trigger this boss fight. Alright, first mini-boss. He's going to shoot these blue guys at you, which you can easily dodge, and you want to stay pretty close to be able to do damage. And again, the best thing that you can do is dash. It is so good. But staying in the middle is great, and generally you can get 1 or 2 power-ups here. I'm looking for purple. That's awesome. And I'll get this. So, got my little option friend now. So even though I've gotten 3 purples now, generally it's good to keep 2 purples in your back pocket, because then the level 1 version of purple is to heal. I can pick up any object to heal. So that's a really common strategy in Elfazar to keep your health up. The third ticket is towards the end of this stretch, so just keep on rolling, keep moving quickly. It's after this gap. Can't all be good rhymes, I'm short on time, says Hihu, and so are you, so gotta make sure you grab that before the end of the level, and then just get to the end. Boss number 2. Stand right up close to the stage in the middle. You want to dodge this attack, but otherwise staying up front in the middle is safe because this attack cannot hit you, and this is where you want to do your big damage output. And then you are dodging these hands, getting back to position. The fire is a little annoying, but you can just back up, and once you're going to be safe, it's all good. Alright, took a hit here, not a big deal. We only need to finish out stage 1 for this goal, so do not need to be overly concerned with retaining your health. You want to go fast. And here I am mashing as much as possible, getting into position. I'm mashing here as well. I'm gonna scoot back up to my middle spot. This should almost be good. Yeah, here we go. Alright, that's level 1. 2 bosses, 1 level. And now we're gonna go to the bonus stage. The directions on this are a little wacky. That's why it can be good to, like, get extra tickets. But all you need to do is get 3 coins. So 1, 2, 3, and then you want to die as quickly as possible. I'm going to jump into the pit. I'm going to stand here on this pit. Oh, I lied. I'm going to go over here. I'm going to jump onto the spikes. There you go. You can, if you're staying in longer, you can stay in for more, of course. But that's the gift. That is the goal. Alright, time for our second goal. Get 3 different level 2 upgrades in 1 run. A level 2 upgrade is when you get all 3 cards of 1 upgrade. If you get 2 of 1 card and 1 of another, that will be the level 1 upgrade. You can still then later on get 3 of that same color to upgrade it up to level 2. That's totally fine. The important thing about this goal is that it's in 1 run. It's not all at once. So you could get 3 purples, die, get 3 reds, get 3 greens, and that would still count as 3 unique level 1s. The mini-boss drops a lot of cards. You can probably expect to get 1, if not 2, or at least progress on a second one after the mini-boss. So I'm trying to balance typically between shooting things along the way and getting things that match, and just getting to the mini-boss as quickly as possible. So let's dive in. These are quick, these are easy. Alright, I'm getting pretty lucky here. Looking for a 3rd red. Alright, sweet, that's 1. And I get an Oppie, which is awesome. One of my favorite upgrades. This guy down here is very annoying. I'm gonna take him out. Don't want to have to be worrying about that. Alright, looking for purple. You can dash across this pit. Not a ton of good options to kill stuff here. Oh, purple. And a 3rd purple. Alright. Just need 1 more. I'm going to basically try and rush to the mini-boss at this point. Yeah, does not matter that I died here. I still have credit for orange and purple. And I'm going to rush to the mini-boss because that's basically going to guarantee a 3rd one, and I don't have to worry about randomness. Also, you generally want to have a boss in bingo anyway. It's worth your time to stay in here. You can think about the card and if it's worth staying in for the 2nd boss as well. Generally fast. Oop, I'm facing the wrong way. Alright, yeah, so that's really quick. Looking for 3 that match that I don't already have. Unfortunately don't have that, but we'll go for stars and look for a star drop. And there we go. That's it. 3 different level 2 upgrades in one run. I got orange, purple, and green. So if you want to continue onward for a second boss, you totally can. I would generally recommend it if there's bosses on the card at all. It's pretty fast. You can just bolt to the end. So that's that goal. Moving to our first medium goal here, which is clear stage 1 without dying. This one is pretty tough. You have 3 health for if you get the purple upgrade, and there's a lot of tight spaces that can cause you to get hit here. So you gotta play pretty conservatively. I find this to definitely be a pretty tricky goal, even though I love this game and I'm pretty comfortable with it because I play pretty aggressively in most cases. So things we're going to be looking out for are purple upgrades to gain our health, red upgrades to get a shield, green upgrades to increase our shot capacity and width. So let's jump in. Dashing is our best friend. We want to be moving through things quickly, not taking any damage, being on the lookout for things. I'm going to pick up this green moon. One of my favorite upgrades is the shot thing. These guys have been really annoying to me lately, so I'm going to kill the top 2 just so they're not in the way here. Mashing to kill quickly there. That was pretty good. Gonna see if there's any good upgrades in here. Nope. Kill this guy. Skip this gap. 2 moons is pretty great. Really, and there's the 3rd moon. Fantastic. I didn't even see that was the case. This corner can be pretty tricky. Try and find a way that you're comfortable getting through it. As you can see, the shot output is just fantastic. Purple, always great. I would love to see 2 purples. This mini boss drops a ton of upgrades, and so I'm hoping to get 3 purples here. Wanting to stand as close as possible. We're always wanting to do this anyway, but as you can see, the spread shot just does amazing damage if you're up close. That was really fast. You can see the power of the moon there. Alright, only 1 purple. That's not a big deal. I'm actually going to bank that health. It's a common strategy to just take 2 purples instead of waiting for all 3 and just taking a health. If you're able to get all 3, you'll increase your maximum health and get 1 health, but in this goal, the most important thing is survivability. So just taking the health is totally acceptable. I greeted that a little too much there. This is a bit scary now. Oh, I have 2 purples. I'm gonna just try and find another coin. Yay. So you can see the utility of just having 2 purples. It's really useful. And here, just rushing up to the boss. And gonna play this a little bit safe, but you always want to stand here in the middle. Be dodging the hands, but otherwise go back to the middle. That's the safest spot you can be. If the bombs happen, you back up. Fire happens, you back up. I'm gonna be try and be really careful here. So I only have 1 health. Oh, okay. Do not love to see that attack. Wow, he's not doing the easy attack, which is where we get to just stand in the middle and mash, which is making me sad. But it's okay. Playing it a little safe here. That hand attack is definitely the scariest part. Wow, really just refusing to do the easy attack. Just truly testing me. Wow, not great RNG there, but we made it through. And there you go, beat the first level without dying. And it counts as a boss. It counts as 2 bosses and counts as 1 level. So it's a really nice synergistic goal. Alright, moving to our first medium goal, clear stages 1 and 2 without upgrades or healing. So we won't be picking up any pickups that people drop. And so generally wanting to just kind of go very quickly through these levels. I would probably recommend grabbing 1 or 2 tickets in level 1, grabbing a life from the bonus game for the gift during this. It's pretty easy synergy. You're already in here, and that's going to ensure that you have enough lives to get through 1 and 2 without any healing. So I will be picking up 2 tickets to demonstrate that. But you can do it without any tickets, of course, if you want to go a little bit faster. But yeah, this goal itself will get you 2 levels and 2 bosses as well. Let's dive in. So like I said, I'm just gonna be trying to go as much as possible. We can just dash through things, and We're not worrying about any pickups. We actually don't want any pickups. If you accidentally pick up three of the same, that is an upgrade. So we gotta be really careful about that. Gonna kill this guy and jump across the gap. Skipping the first ticket there because I find that one to be pretty annoying and out of the way. I'm gonna grab 2 and 3 instead. Honestly, I might just pick up 2. I only want 1 extra life here for the gift, so I think I'm just gonna pick up this ticket. Wow, you threw those bombs really far. That was impressive. Alright, mini boss here. Staying in the middle, staying up close. Get as much damage output as possible. I am generally mashing when I'm sitting in one spot. That was pretty quick. Alright, gotta avoid all of these drops. You can go on the left side for a little bit of speed there. I'm literally just gonna like dash over these guys. Alright. Looking good so far. Oop, had to get a ticket there. That's okay. Not a huge deal. Oh, yeah, the second ticket, or the third ticket I should say, was back there if you needed it. But I'm happy with just having 1. And here is this fight. This fight can definitely be a little scary. But staying in the middle is great. You can't get hit by this attack. I am hella mashing in that position when I'm standing right here. Oh, this is good luck. I have not had good luck in the past couple of goes at this one, so that's nice. Yeah, this is looking pretty good. Obviously this is going to take longer because you don't have any upgrades or things like that, but it's still a very quick boss. Here I am using 2 buttons to mash because I have the opportunity to during that attack, and this should be it. Alright, that's level 1 without an upgrade or healing. Gonna do a quick bonus game for the gift and safety. So I'm gonna grab 3 coins and die. So I'm gonna grab these 3 up here. That's it. Bam. Extra life, gift. And let's move into level 2. Alright, so first thing about this level, you can fall off the train. Do not fall off the train. You will lose a life. That is why I picked up an extra life. I am very prone to falling off the train. You can make this level go faster by killing things efficiently. Since you're not wanting power-ups, you want to kill these trains as quickly as possible because they will drop power-ups that you do not want to be picking up in this goal. Otherwise, I generally advise that you let the train come in a little bit so you can more easily pick up things. So, but I'm just trying to kill them as quickly as possible. I don't want to pick... Ugh! 2 purples! That's just mean. That would be a great drop in a normal Elfazar run. Yeah, try and kill these guys. It's really annoying. They take forever otherwise. These guys do drop stuff. You can just, like, avoid them. You do not have to kill them. So, in this goal, arguably, you can just dodge them. It doesn't go any faster by killing them, really, either. This level's pretty straightforward. You just get more comfortable, like, aiming, moving around in the tight space. I think this is a really fun level to get confident on. Oop, that's okay. That's why we have a bazillion lives. And unfortunately, this level does not have a boss. I wish it did. I really wish it had a boss. It would make Elfazar so much more viable to play in early bingo, but alas. And that's it. Stage 2 clear. Pretty fast goal. Did it under 5 minutes. Moving to our first hard goal, which is clear stage 3. So this is a toughie for sure. It also is a pretty big time investment. getting through stages 1, 2, and 3. And so I'm going to just talk a little bit about what I generally do in terms of strategizing if all I'm trying to do is get as far as possible through stage 3. The benefits of this are that you will get 4 bosses out of it. There's a mini boss and a boss in both 1 and 2. Additionally, you will get 3 levels, of course. And this game is awesome. And you can get the gift as well by going for tickets, which I am going to go for tickets in stage 1. We obviously don't need it after stage 3 because we're not going to be continuing onward. So I'm probably going to grab 1 ticket in for stage to just give myself a little bit of extra comfort and safety. You really don't want to be dying in stage 2 or stage 3 during this goal. But otherwise, just going to run through it. I'll be giving my thoughts as we go. Alright, so main thing I'm really looking for these like long-term goals is I want to get purple and I want to get green upgraded. Green is our shot. It just is so incredible for longevity, and purple is health, of course. So I'm looking for moons where possible because that was the first one I saw. Unfortunately, I saw a ton of purple back there, so it wasn't necessarily the optimal choice, but that's okay. Going for a mix of like speed and safety. Oops, that was not what I'm looking for here, but that's okay. I will take the unupgraded version of green. It is absolutely better than nothing. And we keep moving on. This is like the hardest part of level 1, that corner, I swear. Purposefully skipped the first ticket. I think that one is like really tough to get without getting hit. So I was not wanting to do that. I'm gonna grab this second ticket here. And we're into the mini boss. If I can do this hitless, very likely I will get purple from the drops. So that is my goal here, to beat this boss deathless. So I'm not going to push speed as much as I normally would with this boss, just because I'm at 1 health. But still pretty good. Hoping for purple drops here. Awesome. And I'm going to pick up stars and moons. Okay, didn't get the second moon, not a big deal. Oh, great. So the thing about the fact that I have the A upgrade for moons, it's good, but I still really want the B upgrade, so it's worth going and getting. Taking this a little bit slow. This area can be a bit tough. There we go. I would really like health as well. Health would be awesome. Oh, okay. The annoying thing about that is sometimes you will just pick up an item in there. Not a big deal. Looking for purple. That's great. As you can see, my shields have been super clutch. Alright, trying to kill this boss as quickly as possible. This is a safe zone for this attack. I am mashing when I have the ability to, when I don't have to be moving around. I'm not in the right position here, that's okay, we can get there. Yeah. When I'm able to stand in the middle here, I am double button mashing as much as possible. Oops, accidentally turned around. Do not want to see that. I really don't want to lose my upgrades here. Having upgrades until level 2 is super nice. You do not keep any of the cards that you have in between rounds. So, will not keep this purple, which is unfortunate. Oh, we're almost there. Should be it. Alright. There's stage 1. Yep, I'm gonna play the quick bonus game. I need 3 coins. This gets me the gift and an extra life. So I'm gonna grab this, immediately jump into the spikes. It is worth it. It's like a 10-second detour. For long goals, I like to do it. And you get all your health back, which is great. So back at 4 health, that's why getting the purple upgrade in stage 1 is so nice. You get to carry it forward. Alright. The scariest part of this level is falling off the train. Try and stay in the middle as much as possible to avoid that happening. Killing the pumpkins quickly is important. You want to let the trains get onto the track a little bit, because they will do drops. So you want to wait a little bit before you kill them. I would love to have 2 purples in my back pocket here. This level a little bit sparse with upgrades, so like I could try for moon here, but I hadn't seen any yet, so purple is just safer. These guys do drop upgrades they can be hard to kill on the train in a good spot, but this is solid. I'm gonna see 3 purples and, like, not need it. Okay, never mind, I do need it. Taking the health right now. We'll see if I can get anything else useful. Oh, well. I'll take this. If I see another purple, I can get a heal. If I see another eye, I can get the level 1 upgrade for it. That's totally reasonable. I was not in a good spot for that kill. All good. Alright, give me an eye. Give me an eye. Nope. Ooh, I was a bit too far away. All good. Taking the eye there. Because again, my health is going to regen at the end of this level, so I don't need to overly worry about health. Alright, stage 2, done. Let's go through stage 3. Frost in Town is tough. This whole entire level is a Magic Garden reference. It's awesome. There's a ticket down there. Just for your reference if you need it. Keep going. These snowmen are really annoying, but the secret to this level is truly to just dash through everything. It is so important to do that. Alright, this boss is hard. Try and do as much damage as you can, but focus on getting through without getting hit. He's gonna fire off rockets that you need to avoid and fire off purple shots. You can see the X there, so you really need to, like, keep moving as much as possible to avoid the rocket. I'm absolutely gonna grab this health. I'm trying to break stuff and get health as much as I can. There's a good amount of drops in this area. I really wish I had gone for moons, but hindsight's 2020 on that. Yeah, so you can see I'm trying to shoot him as much as I can as we're scooting back. And then we're going to stop here and you have to kill him. So I'm pretty much trying to, like, bait the rocket and then move into a safer area where I can mash. That was pretty fast. Again, does drops. Gonna take a heal here. Then I'm gonna take stars, and I almost got all 3 of those. That would have been clutch. This is the hardest part of the level. These guys are really obnoxious. You want to try and be confident and move through here. The ice is really bad. Like, it's hard. Be patient, but also be confident. The best thing that you can do is move quickly through here and get out of it. I'm looking a bit low on health. This is a force encounter. Again, you want to try and kill things over the bridge so you can grab power-ups from them when possible. I'm gonna go for moons here. Oh, it's tempting to grab that purple. I think I'm going to. I really would love to see a second purple. Alright, these snowmen are really bad. You want to just move past them. That was good. There's a ticket here if you need it. This part is pretty rough. I generally try and kill these guys because dashing through everything is hard. But all good. Alright. Last time. Man Noon is not too bad. You gotta be on the watch to make sure your attacks are actually hitting because of these spikes. They do a very predictable pattern when they transform to that. It does not matter which one of them you're hitting. They have a shared health bar, so whichever one just is easier. You should dash to avoid that. I should have been dashing. That was a little silly of me. Yeah, you wanna just dash through it. Mashing as much as possible when you're in line with them, of course. It is a very easy pattern to dodge. You just kind of sit in the middle and then dodge it. Oh, this is a good pattern. Yeah, okay. And that's stage 3 clear. That's about 9 minutes. It's definitely not my fastest go through of that, but it's a pretty lengthy goal, so just keep that in mind. moving into our another hard goal, collect 6 tickets in a run. So there are 9 tickets total. You're wanting to collect the 3 in stage 1 and stage 3. If you miss one, you can go into stage 4. It's not the end of the world. All of the locations for the tickets are in the resource guide with helpful little poems or rhymes by He Who. Thank you so much for those. I will read them out as we get to them because they definitely help me remember where they are. And so the obvious synergy that comes along with this is that you will go to the bonus game, so you'll be able to collect the gift. Additionally, you will go through stages 1, 2, and 3. And if you finish out stage 3, you will get 4 bosses total, which I often would recommend doing if you're already in here and you have bosses on the card that work in some way. Or levels, you'll clear 3 levels by going through this goal. But let's check all of our tickets out and get started. Of course, this is a pretty long upload attack goal, so you're wanting to get upgrades for safety, wanting to move pretty quickly through things as much as you can, so we're going to be trying to do that. My high priority things here are green and purple. I want to get my max health up and I want to get my shots up. Green is the best way to do that. Alright, that was pretty good. Our first ticket is coming up at a tree. Up here. Alright, there's our first one. And I need to pull up the guide, actually, for the poem for that. But I'm going to keep running around, dodging. I'm not overly focusing on getting power-ups at this time. Just trying to kind of get through here. That bottom corner is really tough. The second ticket is coming up here to the right. Very easy to miss. Ooh, that's awesome. And here is our first mini-boss. The poem for that one was, shoot at this snow pile, it's worth your while. That's a very easy one to miss. If you scroll the screen too far, you'll start the boss fight and you can't go back, so just be careful. Yay, killed him without taking any damage, hoping to get a moon here. Awesome. Gonna pick up the eyes while I'm here as well, and pick up 2 of these. You always get a ton of power-ups from that, it's super worth it. I was really hoping to see purple, but we didn't, so gonna take this section a little bit slower than I otherwise would, because I do not want to lose all of these awesome power-ups. Alright, well, we did. That's okay. We keep moving. The third ticket is at the end of this straightaway. It's past this hole in the ground. These can't all be good rhymes. I'm short on time, says He Who. And yes, we are short on time. We gotta keep moving. Oops. Alright. Second boss. Stand right in the middle here. You only really need to move back. You see the bomb, you see that attack. Alright, move into the middle. This is where you can do a ton of damage. There's a lot of recovery from that attack. Oh, this is great RNG here. I am mashing with 2 buttons right now. And only going back to 1 button when I have to move away. Oh, I did not even have to move for those bombs. That was kind of nice. That was a good pattern. Alright, moving out to this one. I should be able to kill here. I'm not going to move back to the middle. You get all of your health when you load into a new level anyway, so I was fine taking a hit there. I only have 2 lives. I took a death, so, we got all the tickets anyway. I think I'm going to try probably pick up 2 lives here, just for safety, because we need to keep going pretty far into this game, but... this might take a little bit too long. I think I'm gonna die. I'll just take the 1 and move. Not a lot of good coin spawns, so. Alrighty. Took a bonus life there. Level 2, you just pretty much do as normal. Oh my gosh, I just accidentally was spamming and fell off the train. That was awesome. I would say I'm pretty prone to falling off the train, but not in a silly way like that. But that's okay. So what we're looking to do here is kill the pumpkin guys as quickly as possible and get powers where we can. So letting the train get on a little bit here so we can get power-ups from it. Not really the ones I'm wanting to see. Eye is okay, though. I'm just going to bank the small eye here. Never mind. That's not fast enough. These guys drop power-ups. Gonna really be trying my best to get them. But it can be a little challenging based on their flight pattern. Okay, cool. Bomb is nice. Sure, I'll take stars. Alright, gotta make sure I have my guide ready to go for the level 3 tickets. The level 3 tickets are a bit harder to get, for sure. So... please give me a star. Dang. Yeah, stage 2 can be a nice place to get additional power-ups, but it's pretty sparse, so just depends a bit on your luck. There's one more set of flying guys, so I'm really hoping to get stars from them. Yay! Okay. Purple is great. Oh, getting 3 purples would be huge. But that's the end of the level, so. Alright, moving into stage 3. Another gold tinted tree for the first ticket of stage 3. It looks the exact same as the gold tree from level 1. It's on the bottom of the screen this time. It's right here. The next one is after the first mini boss, so you can just keep going. Oh man, I hate the snowman so much. This level's hard. Oh my gosh, I'm stuck. I really do not want to die. So, taking it a little slower than I normally would. This is tough. You have to move backwards while you're hitting this boss, and being careful to dodge the purple attacks and the thing from the sky. So, it's tricky. Alright, getting stars here. This is a decent place to get power-ups. There's, like, a good amount of drops. So be on the lookout for that. Oh, this is great luck. Really hoping for another moon here. Oh, that's lovely. Alright, now I just need to not die and lose it all. So, looking for purples. Oh, I missed that he was shooting this at me. All good. That is the hardest part of this mini-boss, is, like, paying attention to all of that. Oh, God. Wow, I am surprised I have not killed yet. Okay. That was not my best work, but that's okay. Let's get stars, I guess, and purple. This area is tough. Second ticket is coming up on the ice slide. Oh god. These shields are so clutch, gotta say. Oh, that did not really work. Second ticket is here. This guy's obviously, like, pretty annoying and in our way. Just gonna try and dodge through them. Okay, that worked better than I expected. I'm gonna grab this purple. Okay. And the third ticket is by the end. I need to double check that. Oh, that's okay. We are about to be at the 6th ticket. So, we have this forced encounter on the bridge. This is another place where you can try and focus on killing them over the bridge to get power-ups. I was a little slow on picking up the first star there. I was indecisive. Once you kill all of the gnomes, you're free to go. You don't have to kill the windy guy, which is nice. Alright, and that is 6 tickets. This is a longer goal, but you don't have to clear the boss, which is nice. You don't have to clear the level, you just need to get the 6 tickets, so that was about 8.5 minutes. That could have been cleaner. But yeah, that is all 6 tickets in the run. Alright, here is our Elfazar's Hat Very Hard Clear Stage 4. So this is a pretty tough goal, it's a pretty lengthy goal, but there's a lot of benefits to it if you know how to do it. You will get 6 bosses here, you'll get 4 levels, and it's one that, if you're feeling confident about, can be important for your matches. Good to know all the very hards. This is one that, I'm not always able to do perfectly. I will be taking extra lives, probably in stage 1 and 3. But it's not the end of the world if you game over, either. You don't need to do it without continues or anything like that. Just keep an eye on your health counter, keep an eye on your lives. Think about the best thing to do strategically to keep moving forward to get to the end of stage 4. But with that, I think we'll get started. So, since this is a pretty long goal, I'm trying to think about things that'll help me be fast, but give me a lot of longevity. So, purple and green are my highest upgrade priorities, so seeing a purple this early is great. That is what I want to see. Getting 4 health is very important. I hate when the guy is still here on the screen. Go away! He made me get hit, and I'm mad at him. The game always loves to do this, where I decide if I'm going for purple or green first, and it gives me a bunch of the other color. It's awesome. My health is not doing great at this moment in time, but that's okay. I can just grab one more upgrade and we'll be good to go. Awesome. I'm just gonna bank the life. So, obviously, I want to at some point get my 4 health, but it is totally fine if I can't do that right now. The more important thing is getting through this level quickly. I'm going to be grabbing this second ticket here. It's good for the gift. Extra life is great. And going to really try and not die here. Not the end of the world if I do, though. I don't have a ton of upgrades or anything. But he is going to give us upgrades at the end of this fight, so going to, again, be looking for purple and green. He does not have that much health, which is good. Alright, there's purple. And I'm even gonna take another purple. Alright, please just have something else. Great. Alright, so doing a lot better on health now. I'm searching for green now. Oops, I thought I was going to kill in time, and I did not. That ice section is a bit tricky. I recommend just sliding as much as possible. I just ran into that guy, huh? All good. Oops, I picked a ticket I did not really want to. But your tickets get clear at the end of the level, so it's not a huge deal. Hopefully we can just get through this without getting hit. Your health regens at the end of the level as well, so. Alright, this is a good pattern. I want to stand up here and mash just as much as humanly possible. This fire is fine. Oop! Alright, I got hit by one of the offshoots. Not a big deal. That's why we're going to take the extra life. Yeah, I'm just going to stay over here and keep shooting. Going to get back to the middle. And should be dead very soon. This level 1. I am going to get a quick level here for the gift and safety. Just need 3 coins. Oops. Never mind, I'm gonna die. That's okay. Like I said, if it comes to it, game overing is really, really not the end of the world. I will keep an eye on my level count, or my health count, and see. I almost fell off the train. That would have been silly. I'm gonna go for health here. Would really love to have 4 health going into level 3. Ooh, I did not kill. You can't move on until you kill the ghosts here. You want to shoot the trains so that they will drop. Okay, this is awesome. Really hoping to get the 3rd purple. The problem is there's not that many enemies that drop in this stage. We have just the trains and the flying guys, so relying on the flying guys to give me my purple. My accuracy is not great. Alright. Awesome. So, that's really great. Keeping the 4 health into stage 3 is gonna be really nice for safety. I would love to get the moonshot here, but it's unlikely. So I'm just gonna gun for like any power-up I could possibly get. I'll take purple, I guess. It's not a huge deal what we get here. Unlikely I will get another power-up by the end of this level. But if I see a second star, then I can get the level 1 of stars at least. And there it is. A single little spiky guy. What a friend. Alright, stage 2 done. We're at about 5 minutes. Stage 3 is tough. I'm gonna just be trying to go fast. Oh my god, not that fast, probably. That's okay if I missed that ticket. Also, shoutouts to Magic Garden enjoyers. This level is so great. Alright, health, I love to see that. Okay, really gonna be trying to get some health here. I just need one more purple and one of anything else. Gonna try and do as much damage to the boss as I can, but also I need to be careful to not get hit myself. He shoots these things, which are really annoying. You gotta dodge the purples, all that. Alright, I just need one more card of anything else. Okay, I mean, that works fine. You do not have to get all 3 of purple to heal like that, but works out fine. Oh, that doesn't match. I was not intending to pick up all 3 of those. Alright, trying to do as much damage as possible, but really gotta pay attention to not getting hit by the rockets. That was pretty good. I love green here. Excellent. Probably could have gone for purple. This section can be a bit scary. Ah. That's okay. I was facing not the direction I really wanted to be facing. These guys are really annoying to hit. I hate them. Okay. Yeah, there's a ticket. I'll grab one for health to get through stage 4. Oh, this is fantastic. That's clutch. So you get familiar with like where the areas are that you can get pickups pretty easily. That's definitely one of them where it's like, alright, there's a chance for 3 tickets here. Here you should be focusing on the green guys. You do not have to kill the other ones. Once the green guys are dead, you can leave. So I think these are the last sets, and so it's like, alright. Oh, yeah. Let's get out of here. Try and just dodge these snowmen. There's one more ticket to the left there if you need it. Best advice I can have for these guys is to kind of be a bit above where you think you need to be to shoot them. Their hitboxes are a little weird. Alright, here you only have to kill one of them. They have a shared hitbox, or a shared health bar. So just focus on one and try and do as much damage as possible. You can dodge right through that. Ooh, I was landed right on the spike. That would have been bad. Oh, I got hit there. That's really unfortunate. I thought I would be able to dodge. All good. That's why we're going to take an extra life here on the bonus game. And that's stage 3. Stage 4 stuff. I'm not going to throw the bonus game this time. I promise. With the density of coins here, I think I'm actually going to take 2 lives. So I'm already in here. I need 2 more coins. If I can swing it. Oh, this UFO's in my way. Alright, that's fine. Alright, stage 4. First mini-boss is pretty quick here, so if you're in need of bosses, you can stay in after stage 3 if you're doing a shorter elf goal. This boss is a little tricky. He warps a lot, sends ads at you. The ads don't drop power-ups or anything, and the fires also throw stuff at you. You need to constantly be moving away from the teleport because you don't actually know which one he's ever gonna like stand on, and you will take contact damage. At this point, you'd love to have like a shooting power-up. I would have had it if I didn't die to the boss, and you can kill him a lot faster than what you're seeing here, but we get through it. He does drops. Look for what you need. Taking a shield. These turtles can be pretty annoying. But again, our tried and true method of just dash through everything is correct. These guys are bad, just keep moving. In this area, you can farm for power-ups pretty well. I'm looking for purple and green as much as humanly possible here. Okay, purple's great. I would like to get all 3 purple. Fantastic. This section's longer than I remembered. I should have taken that other purple. All good. Never punished. Alright, let's go. Keep dashing. They're gonna throw fire at you, and you need to not care about it. There's books that are gonna come out and try and attack you. If you stay on the side of stuff, you'll be fine. Ooh, that's not great. Alright, that was pretty good. Alright, this fight. He's gonna shoot purple at you, and the slime is like a little slippy. So just be careful. It's hard to match this guy. You kind of need to constantly be moving. And you can only hit his head. So keep that in mind. Oh, I almost got killed there. Alright. Alright. Another little boss there. Okay, there's actually 3 bosses in this level. I am just going to keep moving. I love the paint chase reference in this level. I think it's awesome. Ooh! I was about to say, be careful not to slide off, and then I tricked myself into sliding off when I was going to be fine. Ah! I did it again. Oh my goodness. Alright, so that's scary. So I have no lives. I need to play this a little safer than I normally would. But this is the fight. Need to kill the light blue Elfazar. Dashing is your friend, as always. Oh my god, I was facing the wrong way. Oh, I almost ran into that. But I didn't, so it's all good. Alright, I got a lot of damage there. Alright, whew, that was scary, but... that is clear stage 4. That took me 14 minutes. Definitely was not my cleanest run. I've done this probably closer to, 10 to 12. But did not game over. Took some extra lives. I feel like that was like pretty average to what would happen in a bingo match. I'm stressed, it's like things are happening, but was able to get through, cleared the goal, and I hope that was informative. thanks for watching. If you've been watching through all these goals, I hope that it was helpful, and I'm also happy to answer any questions in the UFO 50 Discord. My name is Russell Flygon, and thanks for watching.